EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, smash.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monk down to about the 45. The Niners had 8-3 now, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Warrior 70. Trap 60, Trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw, Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely. as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headline. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Purdy. That one out wide and intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Flush to his right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Monk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Shrugs him off. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Purdy looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Purdy now to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Right back to him on 1st down. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready up. Go, go. Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack on 1st down, Purdy on the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to... They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
No, partner, I'm just going to say this. Whoever did the scouting report for this game is going to get a raise because they've had their number at every turn, and they just buried him for a safety with ease. When you're in 2 points and give up 0 for a half of football, there's not much left you can improve on, even though they'll try.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone, and that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
To the sideline and incomplete. His best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Purdy. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
60 Bobcat. Go.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Buffalo 18. Check go.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll try the left side. Monk. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
19 tight.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. $19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on first down. Monk. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 7. Two yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Lion. Ready? 70 Ranger. Ready?
Now Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 17 yards out. And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll get this up to about the 44. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 3 yards out. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
18 Cardinal, 18 track, 60. Let's go now. 79 Bronco. Ready?
Shotgun now with Purdy. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Purdy looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll try the left side. Monk. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are